Stuart, after the 2-1 defeat away in Belgium, how important is this game up at Middlesbrough?
Well, I think, we would like to have gone in totally unbeaten with maximum points if possible. I think maybe the defeat in Belgium will act as a good wake-up call for us. The fact that we play Belgium again straight away will be an interesting one. Well, it's a must-win game for them, to be fair. I think even if they drop a point at this stage, they're going to be in serious trouble of qualification. So they've got to come and try and win the game. For us, it's a great game in front of our own public to put on a performance.
We're going to be playing at Middlesbrough. It's a bigger ground than the recent under-21 fixtures at home. So it'll be nice for the players to put on a bit of show for hopefully a full crowd.
We don't often go up to the northeast of England, so it'll be nice to get up to that part of the world. A few of the players that have played their football and live up there have a moan that it's always Midlands or Southern based, so it's nice to get up to that part of the world. Their team are doing particularly well at this moment in time in the league, so that will give a nice feel-good factor around Middlesbrough, and it'll be nice to use their training facility, which is first class.
By the time this game comes around in February, it'll been nearly 4 months since the last game. Is that an example of how difficult international management is, the fact that you can't get them on the training ground the following day and say, you didn't do this right, this went wrong?
That's probably the most frustrating thing for me. We would like to do a debrief with the players. I have to wait, 3-4 months to debrief and show them clips of last November, come February, which isn't easy for me, and it isn't easy for them to recall what had gone on prior to that. It's fresh in my mind because this is my job. For them, they've had a multitude of matches in between time, but that's something we have to get used to. I think we're pretty good going from game to game, because there's such a collective consistency within the staff and the most of the time with the players as well. So we come in, we pick up straight away, and the players hit the ground running every time.
Obviously there will be another senior game around that time. Is it kind of like a catch-22 for you, seeing players that you're developing come through and get the call-up, but at the same time you need them for your squad?
Yeah, I think from my point of view, the Monday evening in Belgium, I'm frustrated because I've got I think we had 5 players unavailable for call-ups or call-up an injury in Wilshire's case, which is a disappointment that I don't have a Monday night. When I put my other cap on as coach of the first team and turn up on the Tuesday and see 7 out of the 11 that start the game against Sweden that have come through in the last 4 years of the under-21s and played in the under-21s fills me with pride, So it's what it's all about, The more youngsters we can keep pushing through to the first team, the better. And the other side of that is we still have to keep winning. The expectation on me will be to keep winning, to get out of the group, to try and win the playoffs. And anything less, people won't look at me and say, well, hang on a minute, we quite understand why he didn't achieve that this time out. They'll look at me and say the results weren't good enough, and the blame goes solely on the manager's doorstep, and that's modern day football.
As we do this interview, it's a good 3 months away nearly before the game, so it's now watching Match of the Day, watching the Championship and going to games for you, is it?
Yeah, it's a lot of games. Obviously, one key for me is looking at Olympic players as well, so that will be interesting for me at this stage. So probably from now, certainly for the next month or so, I'll be looking not just at under-21 players that can supply the Olympic team, but I'll have a mentality on the organisation of the Olympic programme leading up into the summer. So it's a dual focus for me really, and probably coming into that last month leading into the under-21s, it will be solely that, and then after that game, solely the Olympics really, and the seniors.